Nakamute ka, Jazz. Hello, guys.
Hello!
Hello. Ayan. Hinanap ko pa yung ba.
Kain niyo for lunch.
Ang bilis ng parang 1:10 na agad. Okay.
Oo nga eh. Si
Hi.
Early Bird Award.
Yes, pati si Kiri. Ayan. Yan. There's no reminder. Dapat meron yan dun sa basta dun sa scheduled ka muna. Pero kasi once nag-live na siya, nawawala na yung reminder button niya. So, as long as naka-scheduled pa rin, go na yon.
Okay.
Sa
mga kakapasok lang, yung mga team replay for the morning, tapos panghapon, ang live session. My name is Jasmine.
I'm Belle.
Ayan, and welcome again to the You Got This Year 2 Online Planning and Journaling Summit Day 2.
Yes.
Okay. Ayan, so, meron kami mga munting mga paalala para dun sa mga nagtatanong kung meron ba kaming installment plans, ganyan. You can pay through Tendo Pay. Hindi ba? So, kung wala kayong cash at the moment, kasi ang sweldo sa Wednesday pa, no? if you want to take advantage of our Tendo Pay installment option para mas flexible and convenient for you, and then you won't have to miss out on our flash sales and our ongoing promos, hindi nyo kailangan ng Tendo Pay account, you'll be prompted to create one. So, verify your identity with a valid ID and proof of income. Tapos, wait for your installment loan amount to be approved. Tapos, the whole process is done online. Tapos, mga 15 to 20 minutes lang yan. Minsan, depende. Baka may business day approval na kailangan. Pero once you're approved, you can use your Tendo Pay to complete na your transaction. So, you'll be able to customize your payment schedule. You will have to settle your installment through e-wallet or bank transfer or over-the-counter payment options. So, pwede pa rin. Okay?
Yes. Ayan.
Lang COD ang YGT promos namin, unfortunately. Pero, di ba naka-15 off naman na kayo? So,
yes. So, pwede pa rin kayong mag-COD, guys. But, reminder lang that the flash sale, hindi siya valid for CODs. Yan.
Ayan. And then, we want to take this time to thank our brand partners for yung mga nanalo kasi naka-first 100 na ata sa Crazy About Paper at saka sa I Love BDJ.
Yes.
Thank you, Revlon, Sleepacell, Serenity, Anytime Fitness, Pili Annie. Pili Annie is the first and only company in the world that offers beauty and wellness products using oils. Pili oil from the fruit and the elemi oil from the sap from the bark of the pili tree. We are a natural, clean, and green holistic brand that aims to bring you an enhanced experience of skincare, beauty, and wellness. And now, ano, Belle?
Ako na.
Belle the Budulera?
Yeah. Okay. Unless na gusto mo magstay, okay lang naman. Gusto mo.
Okay. Malalaglag ang mga setup ko dito. Sorry naman.
Okay. Medyo parang may naririnig lang akong nag-echo. Pero, guys, let us know kung nag-echo ba ako. Ayan. Kanina parang nag-ano ako. Okay. So, guys, after nito, mag-a-announce din ako ng mga winners. Okay. So, pero bago tayo mag-announce sa mga winners, i-announce ko na kung ano yung sunod na flash sale natin. So guys, bago kami nag-lunch break, ongoing yung ating everything is possible flash sale. So buy one, get the second one at 40% off. So just use the promo code BOGO EIP2. So 12 p.m. yon until 2 p.m. Pero syempre, magsa-start na kami agad ng pang 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. natin. Ayan. At ang ating sunod na flash sale ay tadaan! Ayan. Magkaiba lang kami ng lighting ni Jassa, kaya ganyan. itsura. Oo, ayan. Ayan, no, pag medyo nilayo ko. Ayan. Ayan.
Okay.
Ayan. Please shout out po. Ay, hi Kitty! Ayan. Hi Kitty Perry. Ang cute naman ng name mo. Hello Claire. Ayan. Ayan, sabi ni ano, shinare na nila, alam ko shinare na yung ano, yung live. So you got this din. Kasi parang I think nagkaroon ata ng um, error dun sa live sa You Got This na group. But nag-post na si Micah. You should see it na there. Ayan. Pero actually, naka-live na kami dapat din dun eh. Ayan. Pa-shout out din daw po si
Regina.
Regina. Hi, Regina. Ayan. Baka merong mga may birthday ngayon na gusto magpa-shout out. Okay, guys. So, we only have like um 15 minutes. So, okay. Um,
Sige,
Ito yung
exit mo na ako,
ating
Bel. Parang
sige.
nag-chat na ako eh.
Sige, sige. Go. Wait. Ayan. Okay, guys. So, itong everything is possible. Ay, Navi planner natin. Ito ang ating code. Ayan. Ching. Ayan. Ito yung ating code ngayon. BOGO Navi 2. So the first 50 users can enjoy our Navi Planner Flash sale from 1:10 p.m. to 3 p.m. only. So buy one and get 40% off on your second order when you use the promo code. So you need to add to cart yung dalawang Navi for it to work. Ayan. It's nice to be here with you on my special day. Hi, Prey. Is it your birthday? Ayan. Ayan. Okay. So, eto, dun sa mga hindi nakaabot dun sa aming yesterday, dun sa pag-explain namin kung ano yung theme for the 2022 planner is the staircase eh. Sorry na ano ko. Okay. So, ito yung, as you can see, yung cover natin. So, leather cover siya. And then, meron siyang mga debossed map. Ito. Pagka yung deboss, ano siya, yung may lubog siya ng konti. Ayan. Hindi ko alam kung naririnig nyo, pero ayan. ASMR. Ayan. Okay. Tapos, as you can see, naka stamp foil, gold foil stamping ang ating design, which is sa staircases. Makikita nyo ganito siya pagkabuo. Ayan. Tapos, you can also customize this, di ba? Pagka nilalagay nyo yung print nyo ng name dito, ayan. So, ngayon, meron tayong free customization, guys. So, naka-same price yung non-customization namin and with customization. Ayan. So, yung staircases na theme natin, pagkabukas nyo pa lang, nakasulat na dyan, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. So, I really like din itong tawag mo dito, I really like yung theme ng Navi ng 2022. I also like naman yung lighthouse this year, but yung staircases kasi as I shared then yesterday is meron siyang marami siyang pwedeng meaning sa lahat ng mga tao. You can take it as like a stepping stone. O, di ba, minsan nga pag sasabi natin, take your first step, di ba? Either step paakyat, di ba? Ayan siya. So, meron dito nakasulat, ayan. If there's one quality that defines humankind amongst all our traits, good or bad, it might be our adaptability. Yan, diba? Totoo naman. Tagus agad sa puso, ganyan. In the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles in our path, we grit our teeth and find a way to rise above. Diba? Kahit ang dami nating pinagdadaanan, diba? Lalo na ngayon, pagka-start ng mga pandemic, sobrang, I'm sure, up and down din kayo dyan. Hindi lang naman kami. Lahat tayo. But parang, human nature na ata natin na to find a way to survive pa rin, di ba? Perhaps nothing else exemplifies this adaptability more than stairs and staircases. Stairs are a symbol of humanity's ability to overcome obstacles and our inherent need to climb to greater heights. After the upheaval and uncertainty of the past 2 years, this year's Navi is intended to help you embrace your adaptability and resilience. Together, we will take those steps to the next level, rising above what you were and ascending to who you can be in the next year to come. Yay! Ayan, nag-live na daw. Live na. Yay! Sabi ni Jovelyn. So, ang ganda. Ang ganda nung meaning behind Navi this year. Ayan, kita ko si Rika. Okay. So, dun sa Navi natin, we also have yung Road to Your Best Life na page. We also have yung Dear 2022 na life declaration. And then, dito na. So, yung my goals and my vision, my future achievements. So, dun sa my goals, nakahati din yan to different categories of your life. Meron yan dito yung sa family and relations, career, self, experiences, place or space, or advocacy. Ayan. Okay? Ayan. Okay? Okay, ayan. Tapos dito, yung my future achievements. Ayan, dito sa mga future achievements na to, you have to write your, yung mga, tawag mo dito, mga, kasi kailangan mo, yung, you need to make yung mga actions happen. So, you have to write this page kung ano yung mga gusto mo ma-achieve this year. So, sabi nga, di ba, dun sa mga ibang past talk din natin na, yung mga goals mo na gusto mo, you have to write them down as if nangyari na siya. Diba? So, lagay mo na dyan. Sulat mo dyan. Okay? Tingnan natin. Happy and inspiring Sunday, Bella, sabi ni Lovely. I hope lahat po tayo naka-lunch na. Yes! Super loving. Sabi ni Luciano, super loving Navi since 2010. Yes. Oo. 'Di ba? Si Navi, alam niyo naman siya very yung ano niya, yung parang overall look niya very travel oriented, but yung theme niya, yung message niya, it goes deeper than traveling. Hindi lang siya yung pang-travel. As I explained earlier, yung theme niya, this is about embracing your adaptability and resilience. So, parang siyang yung mga staircases na yan. Yan. And then, you also have here yung places to see. So, parang siyang yung itinerary. Diba? Parang dito, meron siya yung destination, tapos departure date, ayan, tapos yung mga to-dos, weather, ganyan. So, hindi nyo naman, baka kasi sabihin nyo, hindi na ako nakakapag-travel ngayon eh. So, ano siya, parang pwede nyo rin siyang gamitin as your vision, sort of your travel, wishes, ganyan. So, ngayon, pwede nyo na siyang isulat dyan. Lagay nyo dyan, departure date. Kunwari, ako gusto kong pumunta ng Japan, sa Tokyo, kasi otaku ako. Mahilig ako sa anime. So, di ba, gusto kong pumunta doon. O, lagay ko dito na, departure date, 2023. Di ba? Mga ganon. Di ba? Pero kung talagang may pupuntahan kayo, di why not? Di ba? Okay. Tapos, meron din kaming nilagay dito na how to travel the world from your own home. So, ito, bago to, isa to sa mga bagong special pages namin with Navi. We started it nitong 2021 kasi yung, di ba, nag-pandemic na. So, we still want everyone to, to at least have the experience, have a window outside para naman hindi lang kayo feeling caged inside our home. Kasi minsan nakakaloka talaga eh. And guys, we also have yung ating I am cardboard. So explore to explore the world virtually. So guys, dun sa sa lahat ng mga bumili ng ng Navi. Tapos if meron kayong binili nung yung IM cardboard na VR, pwede niyong gamitin yon. May ibibigay kami exclusive content videos para yung nakaganon kayo. Yun, may nakaganon kayo. Tapos may makakuha kayong mga places. Ayan. Ngayon bumalik si Jazz. Ayan, bumalik na siya. Okay. So may makukuha kayo diyang ganito yung itsura niyang IM cardboard. Ayun.
Ayan,
Yan.
oo.
Oo.
So, meron kaming page dyan on how you can explore the world virtually. So, kahit na naka-quarantine tayo ng pagkatagal-tagal, Navi is
Mm.
still your navigator journal. Kasi nga, ayan, you can explore the world virtually through the IM cardboard that we included in one of our experience kits. Kung naaalala ninyo, di ba, yung mga tumulong sa amin. Ayan, just nag-thank you
Yes.
kami sa mga nag-pre-order at the back.
Yes. Ay, oo nga, no. Nga pala. Saan yun? Ayun, no. Yung mga nag-pre-order pala.
Yung
Yung
mga
first
nag-pre-order,
100.
nandito kayo.
Oo. Yay. Hindi yan. Cute na. Bigla, binasa eh, no? Nagbasa. Nagbasa bigla.
Nag-pre-order ka ba?
Okay, ayan. So, tapos, so, yung 'di ba makikita nila yung mga iba-ibang, makikita ba nila yung shared content ba about dun sa mga staircases? Or
Dito,
hindi lahat? Hindi lahat.
ano to, isa, there's a QR code in the experience kit. Eto pala, ayan no. Yes, yes. So, parang dun sa
Ayan.
BDJ, 'di ba, may QR code. So, this will lead you to the staircases. Hindi lahat staircase either the city or the country of the staircase featured in our monthly dividers. Yung mapupuntahan
Yes.
ninyo.
Yes. Pero at least 'di ba tawag mo diyan, makaka-travel kayo kahit na nasa bahay lang kayo. Alam niyo guys, medyo meron akong dati, meron akong ano 'to, medyo skeptic kasi ako sa yung mga pa-virtual ganyan, Pero nung tinry ko yung IM cardboard, kasi nga ang kasi minsan natatakot minsan yung sa mga virtual kasi baka mamaya very kasi ako, medyo introverted talaga ako. So mas gusto ko talagang nasa bahay lang ako, wala akong masyadong ano lang 'to, naka-stage lang show ko lang 'to at yung actor energy ko kaya ganito. So, pero nung tinry ko yung virtual goggles na yun, parang sabi ko, wow! Parang sobrang saya niya. Meron
Sobrang saya
nagtanong.
niya. Oo, ano 'to?
Mm.
Oo nga, may nagtatanong, yung headphones namin ni Belle, add the sound. Bigay sa amin 'to ni Dar,
Oo.
para nga ganyan, maganda
Yung
yung
'to,
acoustics namin.
epic. Epic
Ah,
yung nakalagay, Oo,
Epic, add the
add
sound.
sounds. Yes, ayan.
Alam
Okay.
mo Belle, ako nung na-try ko yung IM cardboard, ginamit ko siya for homeschooling naman. As in, kasi 'di ba pwede ka maghanap ng mga ano lang, mga VR videos. So for example, for
Mm.
history, Egypt. So nag-field trip kami nung mga anak ko sa mga pyramids, ganyan. So feeling talaga nila nasa loob sila ng pyramid. O 'di ba? You can
Yes.
still buy the IM cardboard. It's posted on Crazy
Mm.
About Paper. So you can buy that pahabol.
Nasa I Love BDJ din siya. So guys, if punta kayo dito sa namin, sa collection page namin sa go.ilovebdj.com/YGT collection or go.crazyaboutpaper.com/YGT collection. Ando dyan yung ating mga IM cardboard and mga individual experience kits natin. So, yan, I only have 1 minute, mag-a-announce pa ako ng winners. Wait. Ah, so, ayan, na-pressure bigla. Okay, so guys, ito, pakikita niyo, ito yung dividers natin. As Jazz mentioned nga, per month, meron din yung mga QR code na dun yung pwedeng ma-view yung mga content through the IM cardboard goggles. So, yung mga naka-feature dyan, mga different staircases of the world. So, yung sa January, meron tayo yung Banawe Rice Terraces. Tapos, dito, sa bawat month, meron kaming pa-quote. And then, meron kaming information about that place. And then, meron niyang pa-advice din dito. So, pag oo, ano bang tawag niyo dyan? Okay. Ayan, so ito din, 'di ba? Ito, ibang, ibang featured staircase. Tapos, alam ko ito, meron dyan, ayan. Ito yung April. And then, ito, May, ayan, 'di ba? So, iba-ibang staircases siya. So, parang you have this feeling of traveling pa din. And then at the same time, yung kanyang weekly layout, ganito siya. So, yung weekly layout niya, horizontal layout siya. Sinabi lang yung kaisa-isa naming planner na may horizontal layout. So, nandito yung days. And then at the same time, dito sa side na to, ito yung parang blank page yan for extra notes and mga doodles ninyo. So, again, guys, yung ating flash sale code is Navi 2. So, available lang yung Navi 2 ng 1:10 PM hanggang 3 PM. And now, mag-a-announce lang ako ng mga winners. Guys, wait lang. Na-pressure bigla yun. Okay, guys. So, ito. Nasaan na ako? Ito. Ayan. So, ito, congratulations to our sign-up raffle winners. So, ito yung sign-up raffle winners. You'll get a harem at 2,000 worth of item kay Harem. So, Harem is, did you know si Harem, meron na rin siya ngayong ingrown kit. So, the ingrown kit nila is formulated by Malengets. So, this cream contains papaya and pineapple enzyme to exfoliate and eliminate ingrown hair concerns. Also has vitamin B, B5 and E to promote skin repair, while botanicals of Ellington and chamomile to soothe and calm itchiness and irritation. So, eto naman ang ating mga iba pang winner. Ito yung winners niya, nung sign-up raffle winners na to. Si Dali Pablo Santos, Angelo Bantagan, Princess Diana Ong Chanko, Myla Troyo Bernardo, Mary Irish Joy Pataho, and then we have our, saan na siya? We have our, wait, nawala ako. Saglit, ito. Ayan. Ito na yung ating mga best takeawayer natin. Okay. So, yung yesterday, may mga nagtanong kasi kung sino yung mga nanalo din ng mga deal or no deal last night. So, ito yung mga winners nun. Si KB D. Cruz, Jemima Manlasa, Jenny Monfero Bodilla, Muriel Yamis, and Janet Canlas. And then, Fall in Love with Yourself na best takeaway. Yung kanina, first talk natin, si Beatrice Yucapor. And then, yung ating share the FB Live winner for the first live natin kanina, si Kitty Perry! Kitty Perry! Yan, nanalo ka. And then, congratulations sa top badger natin sa Fall in Love with Yourself. Then, si Ace Gapus. And we have ang ating DJ Trivia Quiz winners. Si Aubrey Corbito, Diane Kate Cabrera, Judy Perdigiones, si Rhea Bayot, Mitch Francisco, Stephanie Ingatan, Lim Hop Angel, Hannah Cristina Clemente, Shane Mancilia, si Glyza Rafa, and we have yung Find Your Purpose, yung kay Prim. So kay ang ating best takeaway si Judy Perdigones. We also have si Mian Ramos for the Share the FB Live. And then yung top badger natin si Jovelyn Cotio. Ayan. Guys,
Congrats,
nakapost yan.
guys.
Nakapost yan sa ating You Got This PH group. Ayan. So, let me bring, ayan na, si Jazz na bahala mag-bring dun sa speaker natin. I'ma go. Okay.
Oh yeah, wag niyo kakalimutan i-share our YGT FB Live and use the hashtag YGT sharing is caring and YGT rewrite your story kasi we will randomly pick 2 winners per live video. Winners will get a Lazada voucher worth 1,000 pesos. Guys, ang dami niyo na mag-grocery sa 1,000 pesos. At saka, matitreat ninyo yung sarili ninyo in the comfort of your own homes. Get ready for the 10-10 Lazmall Big Brand Sale is coming and download Lazada PH app today. Nasa Lazada yan. Legit sa Lazmall, Lazmall PH 1010. Yun yung mga hashtag niya, guys. So, okay, up for our Transform into Your Best Self segment. Okay, I am very honored to introduce our third speaker. She is a professional coach, speaker, marketing executive, and the co founder of Winning Coaching. She conducts programs on leadership, personal development, and life coaching for individuals and professionals. In July 2017, she became the first Asian to be licensed as a creatrix transformologist for women. Let us all welcome Coach Reza Custodio Soriano. Hi, Reza!
Hi, Jazz! Oh my gosh, long time no see.
Oo nga, I am so excited for your talk, so I will give you the floor now. Take it away.
Thanks, Jazz. Hello, Bellas. Hello to everyone who is watching the You Got This Summit this weekend. I'm so honored to be back on the stage of Belle de Jour because the last time you'll see it in my photos later. The last time I saw Dar face to face and all the other Bellas was in 2018 pa during the Freedom to Dream Summit. So I'm so honored to be here. Okay, so I only have 30 minutes. Sabi ko, 30 minutes, kakayanin ko ba lahat ng ikukwento ko? So I'd like to say hi to everyone who is greeting in the chat box, putting in their comments, hearts to all of you. All right, so to start off, since limited on time ko, let's go straight to my talk. So if we can have the slides. So my talk is about transform into your best self. And I'd like to start off with this quote. Your destiny isn't written in the stars. It is written in your own belief system. And this is a quote from my mentor, one of my mentors, Maz Shermer, whom you see in the photo. Kasama ko siya when I visited Australia back in 2018. This is 2018. And she is one amazing survivor. Her story, her testimony, just kung akala ko marami na akong drama sa buhay, my mentor has gone through so much in her life. And today she is such a powerful woman helping women all over the world. She has helped me, which is why I do what I do today as a transformologist. Okay, so but before we go into that, allow me to introduce myself again briefly, okay? Si Jazz introduced me na earlier. But siguro in a nutshell, what is it? Yes, thank you, Lemuel. It is a powerful quote. Thank you for that one. If you notice in my credentials on screen, so this is not about pahabaan ng listahan. I want you to notice what's on the screen. First, top part on the slide, you will see what is it that I do today, right? I am a professional. I've been professionally coaching for a decade already. Nahalatang age ko. Okay, for a decade already. Prior to that, I was doing 16 years of Christian counseling. Even prior to that, probably in my younger years, high school and university years, I was a peer counselor. So I have been naturally in that place of helping people. Helping that back in the days, it was both guys and girls. Okay. Yes, I am a transformologist. I am the only one in the Philippines, so I am like the Philippine country rep. There are only two of us in the region. One is in Singapore, and ako nandito sa Pilipinas. But yung mission ko is really to help Filipinas all over the world, right? Not just limited to the Philippines, but Filipinas all over the world. I am also finishing my certification in feminine power in the US. So that's in feminine power coaching, in leadership, and in facilitation. But if you notice, my background has not always been in personal development. I used to be a marketer. I was doing like 18 years, more than 18 years of marketing, and I became also a consultant. I co-founded several companies after I left corporate in 2011. So I got into consultancy, I got into retail, I almost got into media, outdoor advertising. My last company, which I left last year at the height of the pandemic, was a data science company. I was a co-founder and chief digital officer. And in my marketing career, I have had the blessing of winning quite a number of awards locally and internationally, right? But that is actually not the point of what I'm talking. After that, when I left corporate, I started, coming on stage, speaking up. So the next few slides will just show you times when I got out of my shell and became bold enough to become a speaker. So I became a speaker for Kerygma Conference. Like what I mentioned, 2018, si Dar, na-meet ko because of the Freedom to Dream Summit. On the next slide, I also, on special occasions, I have hosted big events like the National Achievers Congress. Here on screen, you see me with Peng Joon, who he's a rock star now internationally, all over the world. He's been giving workshops and trainings for thousands and thousands of people. But actually, this guy was my classmate. Can you believe he's younger than me, but he was my classmate when I took a train the trainer course in Singapore. So Peng Joon, I also met Gina Romero of Connected Women. I also was on the stage same time as Peng Joon when I hosted the National Achievers Congress. This was for Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay, if you don't know who Gary V is, he is not Gary Valencia, but Gary Vaynerchuk of VaynerMedia. I was so honored to share the stage with him, and frontline as his host for the Congress. Okay, more recently, I have been invited in the Jewels Conference last 2016 for to talk about burnout. So my talk was, "Am I doing too much? What to do when burnout hits you hard?" And then the most recent talk, which I gave to women in North America, was "Breaking Family Patterns to Unleash Your True Potential." Okay, and more locally, well, I call it locally because I'm doing it to a local audience. I have a weekly show called Better Together. And just 2 weeks ago, the show Better Together, which is live on all the Feast Bay area pages where Brother Bo Sanchez is a preacher, we started getting broadcasted in Tadhana GMA. So when I found out about this 2 weeks ago, I was told last minute, "What? We are going live and Tadhana GMA caters to the global market of Filipinos." But you know what? Parang, wow, ang dami mong ginagawa, Coach Reza. And you have so much confidence and energy to do all that. But let me tell you this. Look at the next slide ko, ano yung itsura ko. Before that, I was not the person who I am today. Okay? Because if you read the slide, can we make the slide bigger, Mitch? Michelle? Let's make the slide bigger. If you read what's on this slide, you can see that I had a lot of drama in my life. Drama about men, drama about failed relationships, being controlled by my mom, being financially broke. Actually, hindi lang 7 years but siguro I would say 10 years akong broke. And it was only 11 years ago that when I decided to get out of my comfort zone and finally pursue my calling, that's when I shifted careers. And I shifted careers at the age of 36. Some would say that's too old. I will tell you that's actually still young. Okay? It was only 10 years, 11 years ago that I actually had real savings that I could call my own. Because I was the family breadwinner for the longest time. Ang dami kong pasan sa daigdig. I tell you, Bellas, I tell you, if you had met me 12 years ago, I was a very different person. Yes, I would give talks already. I would, be being on stage sa church namin, sa community namin, which was a different community. But I had so much drama inside. At that time, even if I was already speaking on stage, I had a lot of negative self-talk and I had a very strong feeling of hopelessness. I was going through one breakup after the other because my mom would always intervene and ask me to break up with the guys. Okay, that's another story, right? But I felt that I would, at that time, akala ko forever na ako doomed to be the family breadwinner and single and never na magkaka-love life. Okay? And what I learned is that in the next slide, our own beliefs, our own stories directly impacts our lives. You heard about this already from our other speakers earlier, like Doc Gia, no? But let me expound on this further. Hihimayin ko to. When we talk about beliefs, when we talk about our own stories impacting our lives, think about it kasi when the thoughts that we think, the feelings that we feel, the stories that we replay in our mind, it talks to our unconscious mind. And our unconscious mind is like a puppy. It's like a dog that loves to play fetch. Okay? I know the dog on the screen isn't that cute. Okay? But this puppy loves to play fetch. And what happens is when your unconscious mind is like this, little puppy excited, it will just do whatever you tell it to do. So for example, if you tell your mind, and let's show this in the next slide, life is too hard. that little puppy unconscious mind will say, okay, and it'll run off into the universe, find scenarios, find situations, find evidences to prove that you are right. I will repeat that again. The little puppy playing fetch, which is your unconscious mind, is just like a mirror. It will find evidences and proof, wala naman proofs, to support the beliefs that you have. So every time you tell yourself stuff like life is too hard, I will never find happiness, I will never find the one, I am never good enough, it's so it's so hard to find the good guy, walang forever. Ito, examples on the screen. Having lots of money makes people bad or evil. I'm not worth investing in. I'm hopeless. Yada yada yada. The unconscious mind will just say, "Okay," and it'll just keep on running off and bringing you back what you would like to believe in. In the next slide, you will meet this guy. Some of you might already know him. His name is Vishen Lakiani. He is the founder of Mind Valley. And he talks about the term the culturescape. What does he mean by the culturescape? 98% of the world's population, 95 to 98%, are deeply embedded dito sa tinatawag niyang culturescape. Okay? Culturescape. Ibig sabihin, so some of you might know the term as the programming, or some of you might be the call it enculturation, nature versus nurture. But being in the culturescape, people live and breathe according to what they have been trained to believe, or according to what their surroundings have programmed them to think as true. Ano yan? Uh, Family traditions, family beliefs. It could be the religion, it could be the school, educational programming, it could be society in itself. And Vision has a term for this. He calls it brules. Okay, brules. Nakikita niyo ba dyan sa slide ko? BRULES. It's his shortcut term for bullshit rules. Pardon my French, right? Brules. So there are a lot of brules that are surrounding us in our lives, and a lot of them we might not be aware of. Just like, for example, this story, in this family, they have always had this traditional dish of fish being served in a pan. Okay? Tapos nagtaka yung daughter, sabi niya, Mom, how come this fish is not complete? How come we're not getting the whole part of the fish? And the mom goes, I don't know, honey. That's how your grandma always used to do it. Why not ask her? So they talk to grandma. Lola, bakit po yung isda na sinaserve sa bahay, yung parating niluluto, hindi buong fish, parati siyang putol? And sagot ni grandma, Ineng, hindi ko rin alam, pero ganyan yung ginagawa ng nanay ko. Puntahan mo siya. Oo, buhay pa si great-grandmother, okay? Sakyan nyo na lang yung kwento ko. Pinuntahan si great-grandmother, why is the fish putol whenever it's served to us during mealtime? Sagot ni great-grandmother, mga anak, putol yan dahil maliit lang yung lutuan. Paano ko pagkakasya yung isda? Di kailangan putulin para ma-bake ko at maluto ng maayos. Okay, it might sound like an old story, but you know what? What's that showing us? Things get passed on in our family, and we tend to believe that's the way we have been taught to do it. That's why we think that's the right way to do, or that's the right way to live, or that is the right thing that we should be carrying on. But you know what? Some of our beliefs, if not a lot of beliefs, are masked. When we say mask, if you see the photo of this guy, he is wearing a creepy mask, no? Because they're masked, we're not aware that they are a limiting belief. And then what happens? We are chained to them because we think they are the absolute truth. So, nakwento ko kanina, I used to be the family breadwinner. I'm the eldest, only girl, and among my siblings, I have two younger brothers who are also adults. Ako lang po yung nagko-contribute sa family at that time. So, both my parents, my two younger brothers, and then me. But I became the sole breadwinner. And that was when I was like, every month, bigay ako ng bigay. And when I say bigay ng bigay, I would give a huge amount. And I was giving like 70% of my salary to my family. Minsan umaabot siya ng 80%. At that time, I was also practicing how to tithe sa church. Tithing is 10% of gross, di ba? At least gusto ko 10% of gross. So can you imagine, I had like only like 15, sometimes 20% of my money left for me, for my needs, for my expenses, etc., etc. And I was going to work every day. I actually can't remember how did I really survive. The only thing I remember is that I lived on credit card because I didn't have the cash. I used my credit card. Kumusta naman? I guess you can guess what happened to me because I was using credit cards to survive. Yes, nabaon ako sa utang. Okay? Nabaon ako sa utang. So here I was, single. Yes, I had a boyfriend but dating, but I was like dating the wrong man. getting deeply embedded in debt, being chained to my situation with no escape in my head. Until one day, a church elder talked to me. The scenario was we were in the World Trade Center Christmas party of the company where we were both working in. They sat me down at the backstage in a tiny couch, and his wife just suddenly asked me, Reza, kumusta ka na? And I'm like, po, tita, kumusta ka talaga? This is a Christmas party, mind you. My role in the Christmas party was to take care of all the celebrities backstage, in the Angels, in a Piolo, as in a Chris Chu. I was like looking after their needs. And then suddenly, this loving tita of mine asked him, kumusta ka talaga? Alam mo, I broke down. And my breakdown was not breakdown. It was the kind of breakdown in front of the madlang celebrities and the madlang stage crew. Because you know what? The question that talagang boom, sobra kong shooked. The question was, alam ko na ikaw yung tumutulong sa pamilya mo. Pero hanggang kailan? Ganyan ba yung buhay na gusto mo habang buhay? Hagulgul to the highest. Kung pwede lang mag-walling, no? Pero hindi ako maka-walling kasi nakaipit ako sa couch. And then, ay, mali yung sequence ko. Kasi there was another group in a leadership seminar that asked me actually the same thing. Hindi sila magkakilala ha, 2 months apart. They asked me the same thing. They asked me, what's your role again? Sabi ko, I'm the family breadwinner. And ang tanong sa akin, may baldado ba sa pamilya mo? I go, wala po. Talaga? Meron ba sa kanilang may sakit kaya hindi na sila makagalaw? Wala. So I said, what are these questions? What are they throwing at me? And they go, kung lahat naman ng family members mo okay, malakas ang katawan, and they're not sick, bakit ikaw lang yung gumagalaw? Ayan na naman! I was like, what on earth is happening? You know why? Because at that time, I was holding on to honor thy father and thy mother. And for me, the definition, my belief was, honor thy father and thy mother. Lahat ng sasabihin nila, kailangan sundin ko. I should follow what they tell me to do. So if my mother told me, I need 50,000 now. Okay. I need 70,000 now. Kahit sobrang saan ko huhugutin yan. Okay. Kahit masama loob ko, ibabagsak ko siya. And that was keeping me trapped because I thought the absolute truth was that I needed to say yes to everything that they asked for. And I was already in my mid-30s, Bellas. This is what I want you to realize. When we are in it, we can't see it. Self cannot analyze self. When you're in the situation, because you're following all these rules, all these self-limiting beliefs of others, actually. They might not be yours, but they might be the beliefs of other people. When we're in it, in our family, in our situation, in our community, in our angkan, we can't see it, but we feel it. We feel the pain. We feel the drama. For example, there are two girls in a party. One girl is rich, another girl is poor. Next slide, please. Right? The rich girl, she will have her beliefs that, I am abundant. I can easily create businesses that I want. I can easily, buy the things I can. And I can easily generate money whenever I need it. Rich girl. Si poor girl, ano yung mga beliefs na carry niya? I'm trapped in this place. I'm forever going to be like this. Wala nang pag-asa yung buhay ko. Parati na lang akong baon sa utang. Ang tanong ko, dun sa two girls, sinong tama? Sinong tama? Si rich girl or si poor girl? Next slide. Si poor, they're actually both correct. Whatever you believe, whether you think so this is a quote by Henry Ford, no, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. You're absolutely right. So si poor girl, how can she change her life? She can choose to stay victim the whole time with all her issues and problems. The only time her life can change is that when she believes that she can change. In this next slide, some of you might relate, some of you, maybe hindi pa kayo nakaka-relate. Sino nakapanood na ng Squid Games? Give me a thumbs up if you have already watched Squid Games. This is a very interesting series because while I was watching it, I couldn't help but reflect. All of them were victims of their circumstance. Whether they were downtrodden and full of debt, or whether they are part of the system, right? The guys in red suits. Whether you are part of family, I forgot the name of the cop, the guy who's wearing red here, okay? The one who infiltrated the game system. Whether he was trapped trying to find his brother, or whether you're the brother who actually has already won, and yet you're trapped in the system. Okay? So, medyo gumagalaw na masyado yung aking visuals. Yes, maraming lessons on Squid Game. It's a matter of perspective and how you look at your life. I will not anymore talk about the story kasi ayoko maging spoiler, but I'd like you to remember this, Bellas. Life does not happen to you. Many of us might think that life might be happening to us. Pandemic is happening to us. The government is happening to us. The taxes are happening to us. My business falling down is happening to me. I'm sorry if you're hearing that wheezing. That is my cat coughing up a hairball. I am so sorry about that one. But anyway, the reality is life happens through us. Life happens through us. And this is what we need to challenge. Some of you might say, what, Coach Reza? You mean yung mga nangyayari sa buhay ko, kasalanan ko? Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Kasi it depends again on how you see the world based on the limiting beliefs that you hold on to or limiting beliefs that you choose. Like what I said, right? Our unconscious mind is like that happy puppy who wants to play fetch. So life happens to us because it just mirrors back what our inner world believes. The outer world will just show back and reflect to you. What our inner world is thinking, or the very thing you're avoiding or not wanting, is actually the very thing that might be reflecting back and happening to you. Okay, di ba? Gaganon lang si unconscious mind tsaka si universe. Yan yung iniisip mo, okay. Now, I'm going to share with you a question that you can use to challenge yourself. Whenever you have a belief about anything in particular, this is a challenge question. Please take a screenshot or write this down. For every belief that you have, that you are firmly holding on to, I'd like you to journal your answer here. Ask yourself, or I'm going to ask you, is it possible that there can be one other person somewhere in this world, somewhere in this lifetime, who has the exact opposite belief of what you believe? And why do I call this a challenge question? Because if there is one person, at least one person in this world who actually believes the opposite of you, that means that what you believe in might not be the absolute truth. Kaya question, Bellas, what are the stories that you tell yourself? What are the stories that you tell yourself when you're about to have a meeting with other people? The stories that you tell yourself when you're chatting with friends. Let's show the next slide. The stories that you tell yourself when you're hanging out with your family members, when you're thinking of other people. What are the stories that you tell yourself when it comes to love? Hashtag walang forever. Really? What are the stories you tell yourself about money, about relationships? What are the internal dialogues that you have when you hear or read stories about other people who are successful and they have what you don't have? What's the story you tell yourself? What's the story that you tell yourself when you're alone? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Next, the stories that we keep on telling yourself is like you're playing it on repeat. It's like a record that you're just burning, parang CD. You just keep on burning and burning it into your head until your unconscious mind starts to believe na totoo na siya or it becomes a given. So think about this, ladies. What stories do you tell yourself that have been influencing your life decisions? What are the stories that you tell yourself that have been shaping the way you live your life now? There's a common line. I'll believe it only when I see it. Sinong familiar with dito? Give a thumbs up. I'll believe it only when I see it. I'll tell you something. Actually, next, people will only see what they already believe. People will only see what they want to believe. How many of you can relate? Meron kayong crushy. Okay, there's this guy that you absolutely are falling for, fangirling for, or you're hoping that he's the one. Sabihin natin, kaibigan mo, or office mate mo, or whoever kakilala mo. And then every little thing he does is magic. No, every little thing, interpret mo na may gusto siya sa'yo or nagpaparamdam siya sa'yo. Sinong nakaka-relate? Magbigay kayo ng heart. Alright? Because nangyayari, every little thing that this person is doing, you're interpreting it according to what you want to believe. When I was the breadwinner, every little thing my mom would do, because I believed that my mom was my oppressor, that my mom was keeping me trapped, my mom was like controlling me. Everything that she did, I felt, I believed she was controlling me. So I'd always be upset, I'd always be mad, etc., etc. Remember, what you choose becomes your reality. So what am I saying? Dar told us, has been reminding us this whole weekend, it's time to rewrite our story. But it's not, when we rewrite our story, it's not about denying, lying, or covering up what is your life story today. It's not that, Bellas. I'm not saying na itago ang katotohanan. Okay? The invitation is, it's about time you give yourself permission to rewrite your story and believe. All right? I have met women who have come to me for coaching, who have come to me for creatrix. They have been so afraid to rewrite your story dahil nakasanayan. Comfort, the term I came up with years ago was it's their discomfort zone. But because it's been happening so many times in their lives, their discomfort has become their comfort zone. You understand what I'm saying? So give yourself permission. And I'd like to share you a quote that I came up with early part of this year. The true power of a woman comes from having faith and trusting the inner wisdom that she already has within herself. Ladies, all of you have already your inner wisdom. The problem is you have been shutting it down, you have been pushing it aside because there are beliefs that you continue to hold on to, or there are things that you think are absolute truths. But you know what? Change your story, change your vision, and change your life. I'm going to go through the next few slides very quickly. So you gotta be quick in screenshotting. Screenshotting. Do the right thing. My invitation, write yourself your new story. For yourself, the new story for others. What is it that you want to believe that can happen to your life? You know, it's not the life that you have now, but the life that you would want to have. So is it really, I'm so trapped in this pandemic? Ay wait, balik muna tayo. Balik muna tayo. Is it really I'm so trapped in this life? Actually, people were complaining, puro online meeting. Zombie na ako sa dami ng Zoom meetings. You know what? I gave a training the other weekend on online presentation skills to a bunch of Gen Zers. They're really smart kids. I told them, we are complaining about this having online meetings. But you know the great thing about it? We don't have to dress up for the meetings, at least not the whole body, no? Diba? We can just like fix this part, our top and our face and our hair. Isn't that great? We can get to see people even from if they're from other time zones. We can get to have a summit like this and have Bellas from all over the world watch with us at the same time. Before, Sinadar, they would still have to create events so that they could put 200 people in a room. But now there are more than 2,000 of us in this event. And isn't that amazing? Highlight only what's good. Next exercise I'd like you to do is dream. Dream because dreaming is good for you. And take a screenshot when you write what you want your dream life to look like. And I love it because some of the planners of BDJ actually has a space for writing your dreams. When you write your dreams, journal it in a very emotive space or emotive way. Add adjectives, make it as descriptive and detailed as possible para ramdam na ramdam mo. So that you get excited, you get kilig, di ba? It like, oh my gosh, right? This is the life I want to have. Ladies, Bellas, you know what? What I'm doing now, helping women, this is a dream that was planted in my heart a decade ago. I had a vision. I was speaking to women on a giant stage. At that time, it didn't make sense because I was in a marketing job, a desk job. I'm like, anong ginagawa ko on stage talking to women? Wala siyang connection dun sa trabaho ko. 10 years, actually, 10 years or even less than 10 years later, na-fulfill yung vision ko. So this is what I want you to remember. You'll see it when you believe it. Because you believe in what your dreams will look like, let that imprint itself in your heart, in your mind, in your time. Kaya may visualization exercises. Powerful tool ang visualization so that when you see it, you will believe it. Baliktad. So that when you believe it, you will eventually see it. Okay? So I have one last exercise. Kailangan mag-screenshot na kayo kasi time is up na. This is a very powerful exercise that I want you ladies to learn. And this is called the red flag words. This will help you identify your limiting beliefs. Are you ready? When you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, number 1, before you sleep, have your journal, your list journal or notebook and a pen beside you. Sa bed mo or right beside you. So this is my favorite list journal from Belle de Jour. Thank you, Dar. And a pen right beside you. Why do you need it right beside you? Number 2, the moment you wake up, grab your pen and journal and free write. Write all the stuff that's in your head at that moment. Uncensored, unedited, unfiltered. Just be honest with yourself. Sulat lang kahit sobra ka ng inaantok. Grab your journal, di ba? Kahit muta-muta ka pa, I don't care. Grab your journal, just write. Parang, oh gosh, I have to wake up early. I have to make the kids breakfast. I need to, I should. Whatever the thought is, write it down. Okay? Journal your thoughts. Keep writing for 10 minutes. How many minutes? 10 minutes. Then, go about your regular day. Okay? Go about your regular day until you choose to get a 15-minute break to be by yourself and no distractions. What are you going to do? Get the list that you made. This time, you will grab a, you will grab a red pen. Okay, this is not red, this is pink. Okay, whatever. Grab a pen with red ink. And with that pen, cross out all the sabotage words. Replace the sabotage words with the opposite or a compelling, empowering alternative. After you do that, read the new list out loud to yourself while doing a power pose. Ano yung power pose? Habang binabasa ko siya, pwede kang naka-chin up, naka-shoulders back, naka-smile, naka-Wonder Woman pose. Wonder Woman yung hands on your hips, hindi yung Wonder Woman na nakaganyan. Okay, iba yon. So, Wonder Woman pose, okay? So, example, next slide is the list of all sabotage or red flag words. Should, but, don't, need, can't, won't, greater, hate, dislike, always, never, lazy, too tired, unworthy, have to. Replace it with, instead of should, write will or want to or choose to. Instead of but, use the word and. Instead of don't, write do. Instead of need, write want. You get the drill. Screenshot, please. Okay? Next. So this is an example. Blah, 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 blah. Sulat, I feel so tired. I need to get up to attend this meeting with people that I hate talking to. I can't stand another Zoom meeting with the team. I have to show up and dress up to present the report to this annoying client. Let's see. All the red flag words, cross it out. And next, replace it with the empowering words. Next. So instead of I feel so tired but need to get up early, I feel energized and want to get up early to attend this meeting with people that I love talking to. I can't stand another Zoom meeting. I choose to show up and dress up to present the report to this adorable client. Now, some of you natatawa ka. Some of you baka natatawa kayo, okay? But imagine writing it down and assuming your powerful, confident pose and position. Notice the shift in energy. Kaya? Kaya! Okay. So, you can change everything that's impossible and make it your possibility. Now, I have a caveat. Ladies, please listen carefully. Journaling is a powerful tool. At the same time, you also, alam ko maraming mga bellas dito, journalers already. At the same time, there might be things that you find parang, bakit medyo parang slightly hindi nawawala. Quickly, I will share with you. I shared this to the bellas 3 years ago. There's this thing called epigenetics. In a nutshell, what is epigenetics? It is above your genetics. Experiences, traumas, issues, and programs of past generations get passed on in your bloodline. It's deeply ingrained in your bloodline. And what happens is that it's more difficult to remove them because it is already programmed so deeply in the generation. Some people call it generational curse, but epigenetics runs longer than generational curses. Generational curses kasi mga 4 years. Epigenetics pwedeng up to 14 generations. So, generational curses 4 generations, epigenetics 14 generations. So, hindi mo na alam kung sino yung may issue niyan. Okay? I will not now show the video. And there is a method that I discovered that was able to remove the recurring patterns. And they never came back. Listen carefully. It was able to remove the emotional issues and baggages in me, and it never came back. And I told that story in this book, Discover the Creatrix Method. And I have, we'll skip that video na lang, dear. And yes, it's that book. Okay, you can buy the Kindle copy on Amazon. Yes. But what I'm going to do, in the Bellas who will reach out to me, and within the next 1 day, 2 days, those who are going to reach out to me, can we show the next? That's my mentor, Maz. The slide 59, please. Slide 59. Okay, slide 59. Second to the last slide. Yes, next. Okay. So if you're curious how you can finally overcome the recurring blocks para hindi na bumalik, hit me up. Copy the link, screenshot the link below, and get in touch with me. I will raffle off a book for those of you who sign up so that you can discover what this method is para hindi na bumabalik yung issues. Okay? Please remember you have to indicate YGT 2021 before your name so that you can avail it for free. If you have any questions, hit me up on the next slide. Follow me on my social pages, FemPowerPH on IG or Facebook, or send me an email, coachrez@fempowergroup.com. End of sharing.
Grabe! Thank you so much, Coach Reza. Sumasabog ang comments namin. Thank you so much. We didn't have time to accommodate questions anymore, but I'm sure you will be
So
reviewing
sorry.
their comments, hindi ba? At saka there will be more, you will be seeing
Yes.
more of Coach Reza, lalo na if you buy the BDJ planner, because we have something in store for you next year with Coach
Next
Reza.
year.
Next
Yes.
year, oo, I am unstoppable kasi yang si Reza. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
Grabe, we need more than than an hour with
Sabi ko sa'yo,
Coach Reza.
kulang nga 30 minutes sa akin.
Kulang talaga. Thank you so much. So let's take that energy with us to the next segment, Refresh Your FB Lives. And let's be ready to learn to love and attract money. Thank you, Coach Reza. Thank you, Bella. See you sa
Bye,
kabila.
Jess. Bye,
Bye.
Bellas.